to another This Week In. This actually is basically a combination from the past 2 weeks. Obviously, last week was my Evil Dead DVD. I wasn't actually expecting anything else to come in, but then JB Hi-Fi were like, hey, your birthday's this month and you're part of the Perks program, here's a $10 voucher. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll wait for a sale. 2 days later, there was a sale. So I bought a bunch of shit at JB, and then I went again on the Saturday. So I went on Thursday after work, and then I went on Saturday before I watched Saw 10. So, yeah, I actually met up with one of my subscribers. But on the PAX, on the Friday, I went to PAX. So I bought a figurine. I'm pretty sure I bought other shit, but there's like nothing really else to display. Like I didn't buy any movies at PAX. They don't sell movies there. My colleague was like, did you buy any games? I'm like, why would you buy games at PAX? They don't sell games there. They sell them to you, the concept. Like, here's how you play them. Well, here's what they are, like demo testing, and then you buy it later. That's what PAX is. Anyway, I think I'll show the figurine off first. So it's actually the Mezco Predator. I'm actually yet to take it out of its box. I've had it for like 4 days now. When was Friday? It's Monday I'm filming, so... Yeah, it was $125 down from $170 is the retail price. So I figured, look, I don't have a proper Predator figure. I've got the NECA figure that my brother got for me last year that I chose from a market that was nearby. He's still in his plastic, basically. But yeah, if you want a good demonstration of what he looks like, I don't know, Google it. I was gonna suggest the guy who I usually watch, but I can't remember what his name is. I'll put his name up on screen. But yeah, I like his videos. His videos are good in terms of breaking down what the figures are. But they had the Mezco Xenomorph and the Planet of the Apes figure for Dr. Zaius, which I thought was really funny. Like, I saw the alien, I'm like, oh, I could get the alien, but I've got like all these NECA aliens, and I like all the aliens I've already got. Like, the only difference is this one is like an inch shorter, because they're all like 6 inches, because there's like the Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and now Predator, they're all like 6 inches, whereas the NECA ones are like 7 to 8 inches tall. The only one I have that's different is like a Japanese figure, which is probably 6 inches, 5.5 maybe, but it comes with the egg, it comes with a facehugger jumping out of the egg, it's got a little display plate, a smaller one than Mezco. Mezco has one that has printed on the base as to what the name of the movie is, but you got a little plate that a little thing you can put on it. This is Alien. It's in Japanese. It's cool. It's a very fragile figure, but it's a cool little thing. So it's like, it's basically the equivalent of that, but it's Mezco, and Mezco still do like really good like design work, and they got great like movability and stuff, and it comes with a chest burster, which I don't have as a figurine, and all this kind of stuff. But I figured, look, I only want to buy one, and then I saw that they had the Predator there, and I looked up the Predator, and he has the mask, which glows up with the 3 lights. He's got a cannon that you can put on his shoulder that also glows. Hilarious that they all light up. You know, it's just the original Predator from the first Predator film, and I'm like, I just don't have that. Why get an alien that I already have when I can get a Predator that I don't have? So I got the Predator. It's cool. I like the Predator. He's a cool goddamn dude. And you can take off his mask and put on the mandibles and everything. Like, you can have him be, like, closed-mouthed or open-mouthed. You can have him, like, holding a skull. Everything's cool about it. Anyway, let's talk about the movies I got, because obviously, yes, I went to JB Hi-Fi. I think I'll show the bunch I got at the first go around. Hold on a second. So I actually got 3 from eBay as well, but I'll show them next. So, Shin Ultraman. I've done an anime of a Blu-ray if you want to check it out. I still have not watched the film. I've been too busy watching the Saw films and my Hooptober to actually watch this, so hopefully I'll watch it next week. I'm getting around to them. But this is the Blu-ray to get. If you want to get the film, check out my anime of a Blu-ray. I dive into it and compare it to the Cleopatra release, which I wish I hadn't bought. If I hadn't known, I wouldn't have bought it. Simple as that. In contrast, I got Cross of Iron from IMPRINT. I figured, look, it was, what, $72 down from, like, 90 odd? Because, again, 20% off. It's a beautiful set. It has wonderful artwork all the way around. I know that they obviously had this Studio Canal version there for, like, that was down to, like, 20 odd, down from 30, probably $22. I could have saved, like, $50. But I wanted to get this edition because I don't know, I like the artwork more on this. I just prefer the imprint version. This is still the same Studio Canal 4K anyway, so I'm still getting the same goddamn disc, the same slew of special features if you would like to pause it and take a look. I just get different artwork. See, that's the Studio Canal logo and everything. There's no imprint title on this 4K disc. But then the Blu-ray is the 4K remaster with the imprint label, so I find that to be quite amusing. There is alternate artwork, and the alternate artwork is just a image from the film. It looks pretty... yeah. I mean, look, it's a black case. You can't see the artwork anyway. I don't really know why they bother, but I think that was simply because this was meant to be just a regular pack. I think I mentioned it with I think it was the Walter Hill set. They had the driver, which also had inner artwork, and I was like, well, what's the point? It's a 4K case. It's black. You can't see through it. But the point was, it was meant to be a Blu-ray, and then, of course, Studio Canal were like, oh, we're doing a 4K UHD, and they're like, alright, we're not going to jump the gun like we did with the Walter Hill set and have to delay that for months. Instead, we're going to wait till this is ready, and we can release this at the same time that they're releasing the standard Studio Canal release. So I just prefer the artwork. It also comes with the second disc copy, which is the Grindhouse version and special features. Whether I plan to watch this or not, I don't know. I've never seen the film. I don't think there's too many differences in terms of the release with the Studio Canal Standard Edition. This one obviously comes with the, as it says, a new high-definition presentation for a new 2K scan of a vintage German 35mm theatrical print presented in 70s authentic cinema experience. So basically just a completely dirty, unclean cut of the film that's still watchable, hence Grindhouse. It does have documentaries and stuff, but I'm pretty sure all of them are not exclusive to this release. I might be wrong in saying that it might just be this version that is, because this has blood cuts, more blood, audio commentary. So I was in 2 different interviews and audio commentary. 4K has animated galleries, audio commentary, and the film, but it doesn't seem to have the extra interviews. So, there's that. I don't know. I tried doing some research on it to see if there was any difference, and by the looks of it, there wasn't anything except for the Grindhouse cut and the different packaging. And I don't really care. I got it on sale. I was happy with that then to get the standard Studio Canal version, which I didn't like the artwork of. Yeah, it was basically as simple as that. I just preferred the imprint artwork. Could have saved $50, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I want to get this extra version. I don't mind the Grindhouse cut. I probably won't ever watch it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see in a couple of years, maybe. Anyway, they had a buy 2 get 1 free for horror, so I got Evil Dead Rise. This is a very bare bones release. It has no special features. It only comes with the disc for the 4K and the Blu-ray and just the films. I don't even know if there's any difference in terms of upgrade for the 4K UHD, but I think it is naturally filmed in 4K. I'm trying to look at audio options, but it seems to be the same. Both have Dolby Atmos, so still, I'm going to go horror. I'm going to go the 4K. Why not? Yeah, because I want to make it look much more obvious that they filmed it in New Zealand rather than in San Francisco or wherever the hell it was meant to be set. But still, Evil Dead's been like that for the past 10 years. It's fine. I'm not against it. I just wish it had special features. No, not even an audio commentary. I know people have covered this because it came out months ago, but it sucks. But it only cost me $10 to watch it in cinema, and now it cost me $24 to get the 4K, so I'm not too disappointed by that. Scream is actually the freebie, weirdly. This was the cheapest of the bunch and became the freebie. And I still really like this film. It's one of my favorite of the Scream franchise. I think this may be my second favorite behind... Actually, maybe my third favorite. For me, it goes 2, 1, 6. Then, I guess, 5, 4, and 3. 5, 4, and 3, 5 and 4 are on par with me. I could give or take either way. One's Wes Craven, the other one's a better realization of the Legacy sequel. It is what it is. But at least, and the third one I do like, and then I don't like it. Depends on my mood. I either hate it or I love it. But yeah, this is the 4K. I don't love the artwork. There was so much great artwork that was released for this film, and this is the one that they chose. And also, they've got still have... It's smaller, but they've still slathered the HDR sticker and the MA and whatever. But it does come with a slew of special features and, 4K UHD, why not? 2-disc set, I like that. There's not much else to say. I watched it for free in cinema because my mate got me free tickets, and then I got to bloody get the Blu-ray for free. So I haven't paid for Scream 6 at all, except for with my time, and I don't mind that. So yeah, but I liked it. It was fun. I got Candyman, the remake, reboot, sequel. It's all three, but it's a sequel. I have the original. I've seen the Arrow Video version. I saw it like 2-3 years ago, and I really liked it. I have not seen any sequels. But this was a part of the buy to get one free, so I figured I might as well get it. I've never seen it before. Disc-wise, it does only, 4K has artwork. Blu-ray doesn't. Basically the same for the Evil Dead and Scream films. But yeah, I've heard mixed things about it, but I plan to watch it anyway because, I like the first film. I don't know. It's one of those things that because it's an American film that's very, it's about the politics of this and whatever, and a lot of people are like, I don't like that. I'm like, did you not see the original Candyman? That was like the whole thing, So yeah, I don't know. I'm still down to watch it. I should watch Lovecraft Country as well, because I've heard that that's similar, but obviously with Lovecraftian stuff. Obviously, yes, it does include a person who may or may not have been cancelled, but at least Candyman wasn't like that. Yeah, so, and to my knowledge, that was not picked up for a second season, so it's like, I don't know, it's tricky. Maybe I'll get it one day, we'll see. If you've seen it and you think it's good, let me know, for Lovecraft Country. I got Spiral. I haven't watched this one yet. It's either viewing for tonight or tomorrow. You'll see in my, I might actually do a Saw Come and Relax talk, actually, now that I think about it. Because I have watched every single Saw film for the past week and a half. I have had the 8-pack set for the past couple of months. Obviously, then Saw 10 was coming out, but I'm like, I won't watch it. I'll be fine. And then my mate was like, started binging them, and I'm like, shit, maybe I should watch them, because he was talking about how fun they are. And I'm like, oh, okay, because I was expecting torture porn, like, heavy on that. And he watched the first 6, then he watched the 10th one, and then he watched 7, 8, and 9. So I didn't own 9, so I figured I'd buy it. So now I've bought it, and it was only like $10, so that was pretty good. And yeah, I've enjoyed really most of all these films, like 80% of them. I've liked all of them, but some of them are weaker than others, clearly. But yeah, when I do my Saw Come and Relax talk, hopefully soon, we'll get into that. But I'll cover all 10 films once I've finally watched Spiral and Jigsaw. So yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, what eBay stuff? 2 of these are still mint in their plastic. I got 3 of the 4 of the Agatha Christie films. These are all from like the 70s and 80s. So I got Death on the Nile, which my parents actually watched. I don't think they thought too fondly of it, but at the same time, I don't really care. I got them all for like, I think it was $40 for the 3 of them, like $10 each plus a bit for postage on eBay. So the fact that they all came mint was wonderful. But they're all Region B. This is 2.5 hours. This one is, they're all Region B. This one's 2.5 hours. It is the Studio Canal version, so it does come with that slew of special features and whatnot. So mostly making of, interview, behind the scenes, costume design, stuff like that. So that's pretty good, Why not? I've seen the remake, didn't like it. Hopefully the original's at least better. And I've yet to take this out of its plastic, but Murder on Orient Express. I've heard this one's a masterpiece. I was watching a video talking about it. I'm like, I should probably actually watch it before I watch a video talking about it. In terms of special features, you get a making of, interview with the producer, and behind the scenes still gallery. So not too much in terms of special features, but it's a Sidney Lumet film. It's still the 2 hour and 7 minute long film, BD50. I believe it's the remastered version, again, Studio Canal. So these obviously be the Australian releases. I had considered getting the 4-pack, which had Evil Under the Sun, but I found these ones for cheaper, and the person who was selling Evil Under the Sun had a really damaged looking copy, so I decided to not buy it. So if I like these 3 enough, because I got the mirror cracked as well, then I will probably get that one as well. It's the only other one that I don't have. I think it's the only one that was released. So yeah, this has an interview with the writer, interview with Dame Angela Lansbury, interview with producer, behind the scenes stills gallery, and storyboard stills gallery. This is also 1 hour and 46 minutes since the BD50. So Yeah, sure. Some Agatha Christie's, why not? And these next few I got on the Saturday. I met up with one of my subscribers, Mitch, because he wanted to give me a set, which I'll show last. It won't be in the thumbnail because it's a white cover, and that doesn't work when it comes to PNGs. It sucks. But anyway, we went to JB and just, I don't know, hung out for an hour, just did some shopping. They had a bunch of really reduced priced movies. The three that I got were $3.80, and they went $3.50, and they went down to $2.80. So for $2.80, I got the Cinema Cult release of Mr. Sardonicus. Yeah, these are very bare bones in terms of releases. They have sleeves, which is nice. They don't have any special features outside of a theatrical trailer. But this is a William Castle film. It's Region B, potentially locked. Again, sleeve is basically kind of useless because it has the exact same goddamn artwork. It's Cinema Cult. I don't care much to buy shock stuff, but given it was $2.80, and I looked up reviews for like other releases of the films in terms of like American releases to compare, and by the looks of it, I have no idea if the transfers are good for these. One of them, I believe, might be the same transfer that Twilight Time had used. But that was a 2014 release. This one was like 2022, so I imagine it's the same transfer. I think it was this one that had it was this one that had been released twice in the US on Blu-ray. I think the first release was pretty good. The second one was somehow worse. This might be that same worse transfer, but still, I'm just $2.80. I can't pass that up. This is the one that had no reviews whatsoever, which is The Mind of Mr. Soames. I think these were released in the UK, actually. I think Indicator might have done some releases for them. The same as like the Joan Crawford film, Straight Jacket and whatnot. So, yeah, I can't imagine too much in terms of special... Again, just a theatrical trailer, but I can't imagine too much in terms of anything interesting. This one at least has the tagline of, "Can this baby kill?" So I've heard it's not a very good film, but I don't really care. It was like, again, $2.80. I'm like, I'm not going to pass that up, even if it's a bad film, or if it's a ugly-ass transfer. I don't know. I will find out when I find out. See, these are the ones you don't see me doing anatomy for Blu-rays on, because they're bloody useless. As long as they contain the film, it's nice. And the sleeve is nice as well, I guess. Again, Australians don't get a lot of sleeves. Cinema Cult tried to make it their thing. Umbrella does it better. And then the last of my Cinema Cults is Bunny Lake is Missing. Apparently this one is actually really, really good as a film. I'm hoping it's the Twilight Time transfer. It might just be what the UK had, which might be the same transfer. I don't know. Again, it has lackluster special features, just a theatrical trailer, but at least it has different artwork. Wow, I love this artwork more. The only reason I actually like the fact that this came with a sleeve is the artwork is really nice on it. But yeah, I think this is the same as the Twilight Time one. It doesn't tell me. It's a Columbia Pictures 2022 release, so I don't know. I won't know until I know whenever that is. I mean, either way, $2.80, bad print or bad or good print, I don't know, at least in contrast to something like IMPRINT, where it's like $40 for a purchase, and then the print turns out to be absolutely disastrous. It's like, well, at least I only paid $2.80 for what is apparently a really good film, and it might have a not great transfer, but it does have just Dolby Audio, PCM 2.0, which is already pretty lackluster, but format black and white 1080p, even though I'm pretty sure the images are in color. I don't think this movie's in black and white. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty darn sure it ain't. At least from the images, unless they're just random stills. But, I guess we'll see. My second last one, which is actually suggested by Mitch, which hopefully I'll watch by the end of this month not for Hooptober, but just for spooky season in general. I Saw the Devil. Hooray! This is the Umbrella release. Unfortunately, it's just a standard release. No slipcover, no extra box set or whatever the crap was on their website. However, it does come with a slew of stuff, including the alternate 144-minute Korean cut of the film. The film is 142 minutes, so I imagine when I do watch it, I'll probably watch the longer cut, because what's 2 minutes? But at the same time, I imagine it's probably maybe a bit more graphic. I don't know. If you know, let me know which one's the best one to watch. Don't go on spoilers, just tell me which one's the best one to watch. But it does have a new audio commentary by author and filmmaker Kat Ellinger, making of featurette, interviews of cast and crew, deleted scenes, rough and raw behind the scenes of I Saw the Devil, and a trailer. It does have alternate artwork as well. It does have disc artwork, which is nice. Not too much in dramatic contrast. But it does have that as the artwork on the inside, which is considerable in contrast. I'm fine currently with the artwork it has. I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, the spine is the same, except that the spine will lack the R18 sticker, but yeah, I don't know, I'm not too fussed about the artwork. One looks a bit more, I don't know, they both look a bit generic in their own right, like two guys facing each other, or one guy and he's got like a knife on his face, but it's reflecting or embedded and it's the person on the inside. I don't know, maybe it's a metaphor. They did it for Chucky season 1 on Blu-ray, so it's like, it's not that dramatic or interesting to me as an art style. Anyway, last but not least, we have the gift from Mitch. It's Alfie. I had not bought this set at all, which is really convenient because he happened to have 2 copies. I think he was saying that he had it was ordered from Amazon or something, and like they had sent him 2 by accident. So either way, he gave it to me, which is cool. So this is the imprint version. If you've seen it before, you know what it includes. There's no card on this one, which I'm not actually disappointed about. I don't really mind that much, because as long as it has a barcode at the base, I can scan it into my phone. Anyway, you take off your lid, simple stuff, and you get the 2 different cases. So the first one is obviously the film Alfie, which actually has really nice artwork. It has a 1080p HD, Paramount Pictures presentation, whatever, audio commentary with film historians Joe Botting and Melanie Williams, Kat Ellinger and Alfie, video essay appreciation by journalist, broadcaster and author Matthew Sweet, archival interview with director Lewis Gilbert at the London National Theatre in 1995. So that's not bad, you know. Not bare bones, which is nice. Same artwork as the front cover, but also a picture of him with some mannequins. That's kind of creepy. And then there's the 1995 documentary. Well, it says 2017. I think it's... no, I think it just is a 2017 documentary. My Generation. I don't know where I got 1995 from. I think Dad was trying to figure out when this came out. But Michael Caine invites you to celebrate the 60s, a decade that changed the world. So that's pretty cool. It comes with a whole documentary from 2017. Again, this card is similar to the art on the cover. It comes with 1080p presentation of the film, interview with My Generation director David Batty from 2021, theatrical trailer, documentary Michael Caine Breaking the Mold. Michael Caine discusses his life from childhood to stardom in 1994. So it's a double documentary, which is really interesting. So yeah, that's really nice. That's the reason I really wanted to get the set, so I was really happy to get it from a subscriber. How cool is that? I really gotta set up like a PO box or something, so if people want to send me shit, they can. But I guess if you know who I am, you know what country I'm from, if you happen to live in Melbourne, hit me up. Can't guarantee I can stand my time, but luckily Mitch and I live very close to each other, so we're able to hang out at JB and just chat and hang out and do some shopping. Basically the same as what we did last week at the Astor, because that's where we met. So yeah, that was cool. So, and hopefully I'll see him... Oh, will this come out in time? No, it won't. Hopefully I will have seen him at the Cinemaniacs this past weekend. I guess we'll see. But yeah, so that's all for this weekend. I've already gotten 2 of the gifts I'm getting for my birthday that I ordered from Pop Culture. So that'll be the weekend. The week of Halloween will be my birthday this weekend. Last year I made a whole thing of doing 2 in 1 week, I think, because I had too much of a back catalog of videos. But this time that ain't happening. So yeah, I've got a couple things coming in. So if I don't have many more this weekends coming in for the next, probably not this week, but next week, I imagine, the week after will at least be my birthday's week. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm pretty keen on that, because it's the stuff that I know I'm getting, the stuff that like I've deliberately like gotten my parents or my brothers to buy for me, and by say deliberate I mean I've ordered them and they're paying for it. eventually. But there's stuff that my partner has gotten for me as well, which I'm really interested to see, because that's all from the US. It's finally come in, so apparently. So I'm really interested to see what she got me. So yeah, cool. Well, that's basically the gist. I don't think there's anything else worth showing off. No, that's it. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Probably. I don't know. I've got so many videos that are horror based that even if... And I've got a few more this weekend's coming out. Actually, they already would have come out by now. Okay, so I don't know. Did I say this weekend's? I've got a few more Anatomy for Blu-rays coming out, but I think they've already come out by this stage. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of jumping back on that wagon, seeing how I can do that again. If it's worth it. I don't know. Cool. I'm going to watch some Spiral films. Saw films. I'd suggest them. They're really fun. And I've got some more Hooptubers to watch. If you want to know what I'm watching, check out down below in that letterboxd, or go to the main page and check out my Instagram. I don't post about what I watch, but sometimes I make a reel about it, and not a reel, like a story on Instagram. I don't know, it's fun. I gotta post more, but I'm too busy actually enjoying life to post on social media. Bye.